Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kaiserreich. We are masters of Europe, as well as much of Asia and North Africa. We, quite possibly, we have, of course, secured Gibraltar. We have, of course, secured Malta. And we have, of course, secured basically all of the old lands of the Roman Empire, which is pretty funny. I mean, we don't control Belgium directly. We don't control Libya directly. We also, like, control Ireland and Scotland. Like, it's not exact, but it's pretty close. Like, technically, we don't control the Rhineland. But, like, you know, it is shockingly, and obviously we poke up further north and east than the Romans ever did. But, like, it is hilarious that we can kind of call ourselves restorers of the world. Um, at least in that regard. Let's see. We have brought liberals to power, basically everywhere, of one variety or another. Social Democrats, social liberals, market liberals, social conservatives, all of that good stuff. Look at us go. Anyways. We've even brought the Italian Republic back from its deceased state. Our plan, of course, is to launch ourselves... Do I want to do that? No. Our plan, of course, is to probably start some trouble. I don't know quite what kind of trouble. I know for a fact that the Russians, I think, are... and they're engaged in resistance suppression. Interesting. Thought they were doing focus, but maybe not. Either way, the Russians have the option to attack Afghanistan. We may just sort of, like, preempt them on that. How's our supply hubs looking? They don't have one there. And they don't have one here either. Seems like a good enough place to plorp in and deploy productive measures. That's a lot of railroad. There we go. So it goes. Anyways. We'll see where we're going. Alright, Screen Raiders. How are we doing in terms of our doctrine? We're pretty close to improved armor. We might want to start going down the heavy tank train and using that for our infantry. Now that we're in the 1940s. I will say, assuming that we don't do anything at all. Okay, something is happening. Whatever is happening is significant. The Russians seem to be... okay. I mean, it's probably a mixture of things, but they might be preparing for war with China, and thusly war with Japan. My navy will be necessary for that. Presuming I can get there, which I probably can't. What's this? Who's this? Who owns this? Nope. What the heck? Come on. Are you kidding me? Let me click on this island, dude. The UI. Ah, I think I must be in F2. There we go. I'm an idiot. Wonderful. Okay, so they control all that territory. Madagascar controls this territory. Yeah, we don't have much of a leg to stand on. Here, like, we do control islands, but they're all islands in the Atlantic Ocean, not in the Pacific Ocean. So, like, the British control St. Helena and Réunion. Good for them. Oh, we're running low on oil. So it goes. We'll need to trade for that. We will need to... Alright, well, there we go. Russian Empire declares war on the Republic of China. So, it's time to fight the Japanese, I sees. Maybe we should, cancel this justification. It's only 20 days in. We're gonna be a little bit busy, folks. We're off to war yet again. Serbia will never forget its heroes. We're about to get a bunch more of them. Hey, Russia, you need a hand? Operation... Ah, better invasion prep. Yay. We did it. Okay. Oh, the Tibet Tibet is so dead, it's hilarious. I think we should probably maybe justify against Mongolia. Just so that we can potentially have a route to crack through over here. Alright, we are now at war yet again. How heroic of us. Let's go up to a war economy. We'll get some rubber from the Sindhis. And some rubber from the Frankies. And grab some British coal. Everyone wants to join. This is one of the nice things about having a bunch of larger puppets. Is we don't actually have that many puppets. Nice. We have a huge fleet. Mongolia has joined the Moscow Accord. Wonderful. Which means we can, call them to arms. Yay, we did it. Okay. We still apparently don't have enough fuel. Right, I forgot we have huge navies now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Also, we can't cancel the war declaration that we're planning anymore. Like, that option doesn't exist. That's like a little bug. Oh, it's gone. Okay, thank goodness. We also now have a little bit more prep. I think we're keeping our navy in port for now. I mean, we could send them to Vladivostok, I guess. I don't know that that's feasible. Look how many freaking vehicles they have. This is one slobber knocker of a fight. We're going to deprioritize all of this, because it's just not important anymore. Okay. We got the shell dice. We've got Yemen on our side. I did not know that the Russians were already doing this. I was like, I'm going to have to do some stuff to stir up some trouble. Nope. No, I'm good. Do I have any nonsense? No, there's mine stuff, which doesn't really matter. Fuel storage. Yeah, I guess we're going to go down that route. Alright. You know, I'm somehow a little less motivated to participate in this war, given the, situation that we're in. Hey, man, can you move this east? Okay. Let's see. I think our Navy is genuinely going to have to, start doing some stuff. Oh boy, we're gonna have to grab more. What do I have for, right, best of the best. Good place to start. Oh boy. The situation is not necessarily developing to our advantage, but, you know, we'll have to see. Let's see. Hey. Probably should exert heroism, right? That seems smart. I'm not hugely... I'm, like, so reticent about fighting in this region. We're gonna do that real quick. I'm really reticent about fighting in this region. Because, like... Listen, this isn't like our previous wars, which, besides the Egyptian expedition, we're all pretty much like, we're defending the area immediately around us. We happened to have to invade Britain to do that, but, like, you know, we were mostly fighting to hold on to parts of Italy. Not to, or, like, hold on to parts that, like, Italy wanted, but also was, like, ours. Not necessarily, fighting random wars in Asia. Huh. Now would probably be a good time for the, Indians to, like, you know, get involved. Realistically. Now is also a good time for the Americans to conceivably get involved, but, you know, I don't know if they have any interest in doing that. Oh boy. Okay. Where ought I go? I'm really not sure. I think I'm gonna send my army. Let's start by sending them to Chelyabinsk And then we'll kind of figure out what we'll do from here. Is this an Air Force thing? Alright, either way, we're gonna do that. We're gonna split it. Not split with a D, but with an S. Select half. Select half. Do that. That is fine. You guys go here. They must be the airplanes that are being so expensive. That has to make sense. Do I have, like, extra bombers? Got naval bombers. We're gonna fly these guys here. We're gonna deploy more aircraft, I guess. I don't know, man. Naval bomber, fighter. We're still low on fighters. Close air support. Do we have much in terms of... We just have like a big pile of garbage. We got some advanced close air support. We do have some close air support, but... You know. Let's roll it on. I'm, like, pretty impressed by the amount of oil that we need. Which is evidently all of the oil we can access. Okay, finally we're developing a meaningful amount of it. Where do we even want to go? Okay, well, we probably want to fortify some of this territory, but oh, I can't do that. So I guess we're gonna just do something like this. Maybe. Man, I'm still kind of figuring this out. Alright, the naval bombers. Where do I want to navally bomb? Oh, you know what I should do? I should build air bases. A little bit further back. But air bases are valuable, given our dependency on aircraft. Yeah, attacking Afghanistan wouldn't be productive in any way, so I think I'm not going to do it, but that doesn't mean I don't want to. I don't know, I feel like maybe focusing on something like that could be good. Like, give me something to do. Maybe move all my guys to Irkutsk. Oh, I've got free dockyards. Okay, good for you. We'll do that for now. Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna lose Urga. Erg. A loss in Urga is annoying. If we do that. Ugh, moron. retaking Urga would be kind of nice. Let's see. I'm really not confident about what exactly my plan is. Go to Irkutsk. Well, we're here. We're not. Not everyone is here. Non-aggression pact. Sure. Am I still working on repair? Or do I just not have that many factories? I just don't have that many factories. I'm gonna do this real quick. We no longer get the effects of naval investment. Tibet has capitulated. These are dark times. Yeah, I don't know if we have much of a plan for victory besides don't die. Like, I don't know, man. Wow. If we lose Cheetah, it's really, really bad. Where are the rest of my guys? Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay. Just getting their ass beat. Okay, we didn't lose that many guys. Hi. Go here. Why are you taking that route? What are you doing? Alright. Please go around. Alright. This is all very stupid. I feel like what I should do is just be like, deploy yourselves on a front line that looks kind of like that. Also including Cheetah. If your Marines, great. Cool. If your tanks, mob up for a push on Urga, I guess. We're gonna maybe try to ride the rails to do something. Hold on. Yeah. Holding that tile, which, yeah, it has even have supply depots. Actually, kind of important. We need a prototype decision. Focus on fast production. If I make these, I want them to be pretty cheap. My economy is actually not very good. To the point where I'm, like, debating, hey, should I start making more civilian factories? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe. I mean, now is kind of a stupid time to do it. I think the air bases are a higher priority than that. But, and obviously, any railroads I do is more priority than that. But, like, you know. Alright. Let's go take Urga. Mongolia is capitulated. These are dark times. This is also pretty bad. Please go take Moron. Alright, we now hold Urga, which is nice because it's a supply depot. Infer and encourage frugality. I don't think convoy raiding is going to be an issue. I think we're going to need manpower. Alright, we do... Holding this rail link to Urga is critical. We can't fortify it, but that's fine. We'll just attack everyone all at once and be successful. A simple strategy. The attack everyone strategy. Easy lemon squeezy. Alright, we need synthetic oil. Alright. Man, my tanks are strong. Pretty awesome. And they're, like, not suffering from supply issues. Which I think is definitely something I should focus on. Is making sure they do not suffer from supply issues. Okay. Look how much better my screens are getting. Okay. So with this, we have now developed anything resembling a strategy. Did we hold that? We did. Okay, that's kind of huge. With that, we've developed anything resembling a strategy, which is slap our infantry on the front line and just roll through. I think what we're going to try to do is check the supply situation. We kind of have to respect the fact that this is a trackless desert. So we're going to be struggling with supply issues if we try to push through here. Our best bet is probably to slice north. If we can grab Bayan Tumen and Manjali, then we can completely cut off the enemy supplies. Like, actually, I think I can probably start doing that now. Not quite, don't need to be done. And I can just, like, leave this be. Take Seneschal. We'll just roll down this road. You can take Seneschal, but I don't necessarily need to hold it. I think we probably want to keep going mechanized, motorized, or mechanized into tanks as we gradually increase our economic capacity. What do we need more of? Rubber? Into 0? Okay. That's not how it works, but sure. Alright, so you are going to go here. You are going to go there. As we slice east. Alright. You're gonna strike here, you're gonna strike here, you're gonna strike here. Our tanks are, like, actually crazy, given that we're not really going down a cool at tanks type strategy, are we? We're getting, like, unnecessary army experience. I think just entrenchment speed. These are all so bad. I should go accomplish heritage so I can grant like, promotions and stuff more easily. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We now control a rail link. Yep. If we can, like, complete this pocket, that would be, like, the coolest thing we could possibly do. We really don't need any of this. We're just gonna, like, do that. speed shall be our armor. We actually don't need tanks to be here either. You guys should all go to Bion 2 men. You should go here. You should go here. You should go here. You should go here. Okay. Man, it's unreal how good tank divisions are. I know this is like not a surprise. Are you finally running into supply issues? Like way into this push. We're still winning, dude. This is not reasonable. Please attack here to cover my flanks. Okay, wonderful. We'll probably just do this right now. Perfect. It's actually what we wanted. Hylar. Great territory to take. It's crazy how not an issue supply has been thus far. Holy crap. Okay. Well, this was like a crazy encirclement. We just like fully encircled. That must be like 24 divisions. Some of them are armored divisions. We just like bop encircled like it's nothing. These tank divisions are cracked, and I don't know how long they'll remain cracked, but they're really, really good. But we didn't even have air support for that. What the hell? All right, I will see you in the next episode. I've figured out what we're gonna do. Bye.